Good morning, everybody. It's JD. I've been looking at some of my videos, interesting. Also been going on the internet, and I want to thank all those who voted for me. I appreciate it. I mean, some states I got electoral delegates. Wow. But so I want to thank you all who wrote me in. But truth is, thank you. But this is going to be a little bit of ridiculous video. I mean, a real ridiculous video. And it's to go along with what's going on up in Congress right now, how ridiculous it is. Okay, they got $700 billion that they're going to use to whatever they want to call it. I call giveaway money. It's not a bailout no more. Everybody lines up for it. So, how to do this? Well, there's a simple way to do it, very simple. We got everybody lining up with their hands out. Okay? And it's to help the American economy. Not the world economy. Each country's taking care of their own. But to help the American economy. So why don't they just go to the basic American economy? Here's what they should do. Ready for this? I mean, it is really ridiculous, but it's so ridiculous it would really work, but they're not going to do it. First, everybody who has a mortgage on their home, send them a $50,000 check. That's to be turned into their mortgage company for payments. That would immediately take all the houses out of foreclosure and make enough payments down the road so that their houses wouldn't go into foreclosure. And then for other people, it would give them $50,000 they can use to pay off their mortgage, or if they don't have a mortgage, home improvements. Okay? So everybody who owns a home, you send a $50,000 check. That will take care of the banks and the foreclosures and all that problem. Next thing, GM, Ford, and Chrysler needs a bailout. Nobody's buying their cars. They're going bankrupt. So, well, why don't we just buy their cars? Send everybody a voucher that is good to buy either a GM, Ford, or Chrysler, built in the USA, assembled in the USA only. You can't get one from assembled like in Mexico or assembled in Canada. It has to be assembled in the United States. You send everybody who has a car 5 years old or older a voucher for a brand new car of their choice. And then everybody next year that had not received one, that has a car that gets 5 years old, you send them a voucher. And you do that until you get everybody covered. That will immediately remove all the cars out of the dealerships. The dealerships will make money, GM will make money, Ford will make money, and they'll have to replace all those cars. So then, just everybody who has cars 5 years or older, a voucher. Most of that information you already got in the IRS, so you don't really need to research it. You just go to the IRS, you know people who claim their mileage and stuff. Now those who haven't put their vehicles down, those you will have to, so all licensed drivers. And that will take care of the GM, the Chrysler, and the Ford. And the American taxpayer will get something. Now the retail, they're hurting too. So how can we fix the retail? Well, send every adult taxpayer that actually paid tax $1,500 for Christmas. And child, if they have child, $750, half of that. And put it, in the envelope. That would be like, let's say a family of 3. I'll use mine as an example. They'll get $3,750. When you send the check, you just put a little pre-formed letter in there, a card. Say, Merry Christmas from Uncle Sam. You have to spend this money on Christmas, so that we have a boost in our economy, the retail. And people will do that for their Christmas. It's close enough, they will spend it on Thanksgiving and Christmas. Of course, Thanksgiving's only a week away, so they'll probably not do it. And you might say, wow, why did you come up with these ideas? Well, GM needs a bailout. Ford needs a bailout. Chrysler needs a bailout. Well, actually, GM is the one that really needs it. And so that's the way you bail them out. They go, we pick up these cars. They're going to make the money from the sale of these cars. The government's going to sell it. The taxpayer gets something in return. Instead of it just simple, here's some money. They have to, earn the money a little bit. And then they'll have to replace those cars. And lo and behold, wow, 1, 2, 3. The $50,000 to each household. Those who have mortgages that are in default will be able to use that money to get the mortgages out of default, stay in their home, continue, renegotiate their loans to a much lower amount. And, because $50,000 does take a big chunk off of a mortgage. Renegotiate them at 6% or whatever, and boom, bang, boom, we got that problem solved. And then finally, the retail and the economy being so bad, it's just a Merry Christmas from the government to the American taxpayers. I know you people might think this sounds a little ridiculous. I know you people might say, it's a lot sounder than what they're doing now in D.C., isn't it? Wouldn't you agree? People, and it'd be a Christmas gift, but, our government don't deal that way anyway. They could even call it bonuses if they want that $3,000. We could call it a Christmas bonus for all these people who've been good tax-paying American citizens for all these years. I don't know, but I'll be honest with you, it sounds no less ridiculous than what is being covered in the news today. You listen to the GM come and whine and cry. You listen to, basically it's coming out of GM more than anybody else. Chrysler is trying to get some. Ford's kind of like, well, if you give us the bailout, we'll take it, but if you don't, we'll get along. So, basically, call your congressman, tell them. Say, we have an answer, here's the answer. 1, everybody who has a car 5 years old or older, you send them a voucher to get a new car. Next year, you do it again, and you do it again until every American citizen who has a driver's license gets a new car from the government. And what they do is they take the voucher and they have to go pick up new cars, either GM, Ford, or Chrysler. Then, next thing you do is you send everybody who has a mortgage $50,000. Or you can do it for $50,000 for each adult member on that mortgage if you want. There's 2. You can send $100,000. I don't care. But either way, it's a lot cheaper than what you're getting right now, and that could stop the foreclosures and stop the mortgages that are in default. They can be used as payments, or they can be actually put into the mortgage right now, bring it down, and work from there. And those who don't have problems or don't have mortgages, they can use it for home improvement. And then finally, a Christmas gift for every American that pays taxes. Now, if you want to include the people that get federal or state assistance, you can on that Christmas gift. But what I would recommend that is if you're going to send them $3,000, you take $1,500 out of theirs. They're not suffering. They are getting their steady government money. They're getting taxes already. You might say it ain't fair. No, it's not fair that the people who work have to pay for everything and get nothing in return. That's not fair. What is fair is that once in a while you consider them too. You could call it a taxpayer's bonus for being a good taxpayer all these years. Okay? That's the way we can get out of it. That's what we can do, but it's sounds no more ridiculous than the stuff that I'm hearing coming out of D.C. You go on and you listen to it on the cable networks. You got Washington there, you can listen to it. You go and you listen to it on the news. It's no different. It's just as ridiculous. Everybody wants handouts. Well, you can give everybody something by going through the taxpayer. Okay, this is JD. You have a nice day.